Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today, a pretty new beer in supermarkets from owned by Greene King these days. Morlands Brewery. It is actually Greene King now, and it's their Old Midnight Hen. So, like Marston's with and other companies, they'll get hold of a name, the old and the hen bit, and then chuck in something different. They've actually, to be fair, for Greene King, they've done this well a lot over the years. They've had spooky hens. They've had a good range of different hens. So here we go. Old Midnight Hen, 4.2% English stout. On the back it says, rich and complex with plenty of body. This classic stout is packed full of flavour with hints of chocolate and coffee. The hops bring a touch of bitterness, while the oats used give this stout a silky smooth finish. 4.2%. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see how it goes. I used to love Hen's Tooth, the 7.2% bottle conditioned beer that you used to, little pop of smoke there, as you can see, that you used to find in Morrison's. That was a lovely beer, that was. Clear bottle. That will annoy people out there who don't like their beer in clear bottles. I don't care, monkeys, what it's in, as long as it tastes okay. So it's a black pour on this, a slightly off-white head. You won't class it as beige, but you certainly won't class it as white, in that creamy, in that mid area. So on the aroma, chocolate, coffee cream on the aroma. It's a nice aroma, that is. Gotta be honest. I had a cappuccino stout from Titanic Brewery with the same sort of aroma. Ooh, smooth as you like. Chocolate. Coffee elements coming in a bit more now. Changing from coffee cream to more of a dark coffee. Bitterness on the back end. Ooh, a little bit of roasty toasty going off. Quite a complex beer, to be fair. Yeah. Or am I just in the mood for doing a proper review? One never knows. I can remember Old Spooky Hen. I loved Old Spooky Hen with the pumpkin. I'm sure it had pumpkin spice flavours to it. Like I say, I loved Hen's Tooth. I know there's an Old Session Hen now. I get why breweries, they've got a brand, and straight away you look at that, you look and think, oh, it's something to do with Old Speckled Hen, and I get it, I do. It's been a few years since I did an order from Greene King, and I know the craft beer purists out there don't like Greene King. My good friend Andy, he doesn't like Greene King either. I like certain beers from certain breweries. Obviously, when Abbott Ale won second best beer at the Great British Beer Festival, that didn't go down good anywhere. The judges were looked at with some. But then I had a version of Abbott Ale, I'm not saying it was that version, but a version of Abbott Ale on cask from a good pub, not a Greene King pub, but a good pub in Arnold, Robin Hood Little John, Lincoln Green Brewing Pub. They know how to keep their beer. Their beer is exceptional. And that version of Abbott Ale was, by gosh, very, very, very different to the version that you have in a Greene King pub. Begs the question, are there two standard formats? Is there a format of Abbott Ale that is for Greene King pubs, and a format for pubs that they're selling it to. Begs the question. I'd love to know, you know. Obviously, I don't know. And the only people, you know, that would be a closely guarded secret, you know. Why would you brew two different versions? Well, if you're being cute, you'd have a weaker version with less hops, less goodness in it. Maybe the same ABV. You know, there's ways of bumping the ABV up. As a home brewer, I know this. And then if you're selling to pubs that aren't Greene King, you want a premium version that's got everything, that ticks the boxes. And I got the box ticking version. I can only assume. It may just be the fact that the lines in Greene King pubs don't taste the same as the other pubs. That is not for me to know or for me to even care about, really. Anyway, back on to Old Midnight Hen. That coffee aroma is absolutely gorgeous. It's subtle. It's not too in your face. The problem with coffee is people do coffee stouts and they put that much coffee and you drink it and it's like flipping heck. And do you drink your coffee like that? I like my coffee to taste like coffee, but I don't want it overpowering that I'm like, oh, flipping heck, my face. I suppose it's all down to personal preference. This is more on the subtle side, but not too subtle. You know, because sometimes there's that balance again where beers can be too subtle, where you're tasting for coffee and it's like, got to taste no bloody coffee in this. But it does deliver on that. So, yes, hits the spot on both. If I was talking directly to Greene King, if you ever watch videos and beer reviews, you may or may not. Because people have opinions, and you know, bring Greene King mild back into supermarkets. Get the blooming supermarkets to stock it, even if it's only for a seasonal thing, mate. Or get it in a box and get it back into supermarkets, because it is a stunning beer. It needs to be on cask around the country at the right time of year. Cannot understand why breweries won't bring something that is an exceptional beer and get it back. I'd love to drink Greene King mild on cask. Absolutely love it. Too many breweries dumping old styles of beer, and the problem with that is those beers are low ABV, where low ABV these days is becoming a thing. This dropping back under the 3.4, Greene King mild is actually 3.2, so it's below 3.4, you know, which is the trend. It's below that, and it's absolutely flavourful, and there's no need for you to lower the quality of your beer. That beer was already good quality and at an ABV which you know, the government these days want you to be at for their obvious reasons, which makes you tickle, because conservatives like their whiskies are 40%, beers, they want beer below 3.4 and below. But anyway, yeah, don't get me started on governments. Absolutely, they're all corrupt, and yeah, I don't trust any of them. So 9 minutes in, oh, this is a nice beer. With every beer, forget who makes it. Drink it, forget who makes it. Read what it says about the beer. We all like and dislike breweries for our own reasons. We all do. And, you know, whichever brewery that is, we've got our own reasons for liking and disliking. It's absolutely our own choice of what we do and do not do. But I'll tell you now, that is an absolute banger. For what it is, it's a 4.2% beer. Yep, 4.2%, and I think it's classed as an English stout, isn't it? I've already forgot. Yeah, that is an absolute cracker of a beer. I tip my hat to Greene King, aka Morlands Brewery. The good people who have brewed this have brewed a beer which got bags of flavour and aroma, and I've enjoyed it all the way to the end. Wow. Would I drink this again? Absolutely. Get it on your bloody pubs, Greene King, on cask. Not just in bottles, get it on cask. Stop prattling about with having a couple of lines of cask. Get more on cask in your pubs. Stouts last longer than your hoppy beers anyway. So would I drink it again? Hell yes. Out of 5. Wow. So here's that thing where a beer from a brewery that people sometimes, for whatever reasons, like or dislike for their own reasons. We all have our reasons. But I'll take this beer on its taste, not about the brewery, about the beer, as it should be anyway. 4.2%, so it's an ABV which is a lowish ABV. Absolutely kicks the arse of Guinness and Brewdog's Black Art or whatever it calls itself. Kicks the arse of them two. If I was going to give it a score out of 5, just to appease the people who like scores, I'd say 4.5. I think it's a banger. I'd love to hear what people think. And if you haven't tried it and you've seen this review, please go out and try it. Don't think about the brand first. Think about the beer, the aroma, taste, and all that. And you might be surprised, and you might not be surprised. You might think, "Nah, he's just had a beer and he's given it a good score." But that's obviously my point of view, against other people's point of view. It's interesting, but I like that. Cheers.